It's just a special day for Bernard, and for our Legion, it is another very special day when Comrade Bernard will be joining the three other knights here. So thank you for coming.
I now call upon our MLA, Chris Donchon, to say a few words.
It's an absolute honor for me to be here today, and my job is to introduce the medal. As you know, in 2014, France decided to present this medal to most, if not all, living World War II vets. The National Order of the Legion of Honor is a French order established by Napoleon Bonaparte on the 19th of May, 1802. The order is the highest decoration in France and is divided into 5 degrees: Chevalier, Knight, Officer, Commandeur, Grand Officier, and Grand Croix, Grand Cross. Près d'un million de personnes ont reçu cette décoration depuis sa création. Close to 1 million people have been given this honor since its creation. And of course, we have 3 sitting here before us. Of course, Wes, Vernon, and Alcide, who received them previously. Cette haute distinction la plus élevée qui décerne la République française illustre la profonde gratitude que la France souhaite exprimer. Elle récompense l'engagement personnel de la campagne de libération du pays. La France se souvient du sacrifice que tous vos compatriotes venus libérer le sol français, souvent en y laissant leur vie. This distinction illustrates the profound gratitude that France would like to express. It is awarded in recognition of the professional involvement of the liberation of the country. France remembers the sacrifice of all your comrades who went to liberate French soil, often losing their lives in the process. This is Wedgworth's 4th recipient, so thank you to the Legion for all your efforts in remembering our veterans, and on behalf of all members of the Nova Scotia Legislative Assembly and the citizens of Argyle-Barrington, I want to congratulate Bernard Smith. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you very much, Chris. And I would like now to call upon our Member of Parliament, Colin Fraser.
I have deep respect for the great work this Legion does in our community and in ensuring we remember and commemorate the service of our veterans. I'm honored to be here today as your Member of Parliament, and on behalf also of the Government of France, to officially present the insignia of the rank of Knight of the French National Order of the Legion of Honor to Bernard Fielding Smith. As Canadians, we must never forget the sacrifice of so many that allow us to enjoy the freedoms we do every day. We must continue to honor their sacrifice by always striving to build a better country and working around the world to promote our values of freedom, democracy, human rights. This is how the world will achieve a lasting peace. These values were at stake in World War II, and it is through the bravery and courage of volunteer soldiers like Bernard Smith that tormented mankind were liberated from the scourge of Nazi oppression. Mr. Smith joined the Army in Yarmouth on June 24th, 1941, and he eventually achieved the rank of Lance Corporal in the Canadian Army. He fought for Canada on one of the most prolific days in world history, D-Day, on the beaches of Normandy, France, on June 6, 1944. And so began the liberation of France, and so began the liberation of Europe. And Bernard's amazing part in that battle for our country should be celebrated and remembered on every occasion. After his distinguished and valiant service, Mr. Smith was eventually discharged from the Canadian Army on February 6, 1946, in order to return to civilian life and become a contributing and valued member of our community. And it is a testament to his life after the war that so many of you are here today as family and friends to honor his service. For his brave and dedicated service for Canada and in the extraordinary liberation of France, Mr. Smith has been presented the rank of Knight of the French National Order of the Legion of Honor, the official insignia presentation being here today. The Ambassador of France to Canada, Nicolas Chapuis, said that this honor is an expression of France's respect for your contribution to the combat that led to the liberation of my country. Mr. Smith, truly, the insignia attests to your courage and your devotion toward the ideals of liberty and peace. And it is my distinct privilege to officially present you this most well-deserved insignia of the French Legion of Honor. We are all very proud of you, sir. Thank you, and congratulations.
I'm pleased to be here for this great honor today by having the French government recognize one of our veteran comrades. This occasion for me today reminds me of the sacrifices that were made by our veterans that not only served our country, but had such an impact on the lives of so many in other countries. The Legion and its members thank the French government for paying such respect to those that served abroad, such as Bernard.
I want to thank Mr. Fraser for being present and all the other, and I don't remember all names, but I know Mr. Fraser. But I want to thank all of you for coming today. I never expected this, and I could talk, but I'm no good at making speeches, as you see. But I want to thank you all for coming. This is a memorial occasion for me. When you get to be 94, you don't remember everything, but I seem to be blessed of remembering different events. And since I've reviewed and talked with Cyril LeBlanc, I know he went to a lot of trouble and put up with a lot. I want to thank him also, especially. So thanks all. I guess that's all I can think of right now. I thank you all for coming.
Lui et famille. Okay, at the camera, here we go. On three, looking at the camera. 1, 2, 3. Yep.